All right, everybody. Ecom Tom here, Tom Cormier, and I'm here with another live. And this one is pretty, highly anticipated. I'm doing live Zik sourcing, and we have about 15 people already watching this. So I appreciate everybody that's come out to watch this, and everybody that's here. Please let me know who's here. I can tell we've already got a bunch of comments here. Who's here? Where you're from? And I want to know your questions first off. I want to know right away. I want to know what is your level of experience with eBay dropshipping? Do you use Zik Analytics? Do you not use Zik Analytics? Do you want to use Zik Analytics? I need to gauge some experience here because I planned on just doing a very basic version, maybe something that I kind of did towards my Facebook group back in October. And then as time goes on, I plan on doing this like every other Wednesday. As time goes on, then I'm going to, build and build and build and go and maybe make some more advanced content going like Walmart onto eBay, other things like that, different suppliers, all sorts of stuff. But I really like to know what everybody's level is here so I can kind of gauge it right off the bat. And yeah, we're already blowing up here with comments. So I'd like to just address the fact that Andrew White said, you're my dropship go-to guru, monotone master. That made me laugh. I am rather monotone. I thought it was hilarious. And then Miggy G said that just letting you know that you're one of the reasons you inspire me to do drop shipping. I just started, but it's been seeing a lot of your videos as well as others. Thank you very much. I'm happy that I inspire you. Watch all of my videos and put your effort in, put your time in, and you will succeed. So, how's it going, everybody? Hazem said, "Hey Tom." Hi Tom. Mohammed. Liam Ruiz here from Reading, England. Everybody's saying, "Hey Tom." Sydney. We got people from Indiana. Super chat, Snowball Builder. Thank you, Jameson Social, for the $2. All right, so I'm going to read a little bit about the experience here because I just need to get started. I want to know also what sources are you guys looking for? And, I'm sure I won't be able to help everybody or please everybody on this one, but I hope in time we can eventually get over, into just all sorts of different just strategies because there's so many out there and everybody has their own way. And I think that, my way is great. Other people have other ways. So, we can go from there. What metrics do we use for searching dropship products? So I'll go over all of that. Use Zik, do more advanced version. Louisiana, I use Zik Pro with 2K listings. Zik Pro is pretty good. I'm going to definitely do a live on that, but or a video and a live. That's definitely not what I'm going to be doing in this one. So use Zik Analytics. Most people use Zik Analytics. 2 years in Australia, about 30 just open. All right, Cameron Scott's here. You were messaging me the other day, Cameron was. All right, so it seems like there's some manual stores here. It seems like there's been a lot of interest here at the manual store. The trucker cap means to keep on trucking. Actually, I'm sponsored by Zoom on this video. No, I'm just kidding. Zoom's actually one of the platforms or softwares that I use to make my videos for my virtual assistants. But yeah, so I'm going to start off with just, more of a basic. I'll do Walmart. So a lot of people are saying, Amazon, or some people are saying Amazon, Walmart. I'll do both. So a lot of people are saying, all right, eBay's targeting Amazon, going on to eBay. And, it seems like that is happening at the moment, or maybe the API is getting targeted or anything like that. But, as always, this has been going on for like maybe a month and a half, maybe 2 months at the moment. As always, there's always a workaround. So everybody knows that Amazon onto eBay is the easiest, most just saturated, everything like that. Walmart's the second, probably Home Depot's the third. And then from there, I've also been working on just sourcing some other sources, some weird, obscure ones. So that's also one thing I've been doing. But, I'll start with Amazon. I'll do a basic overview of Amazon, and then I'll kind of show how I do Walmart because there's more of a specific way about going about that. Home Depot will probably be later. And then maybe on another video. And then from there, I really do want to do one showing people that there are more than just Walmart, Amazon, and Home Depot out there. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen and we'll start. So I got the screen share going. Share this, minimize this. Let me know if you guys can hear, see my screen. I hope you guys can hear me because I've been talking for a while. We got 47 people on this. So if you guys do enjoy what I'm doing, please smash the like button. Be very much appreciative. And I am going to get started. So first off, right away, whenever I talk about anybody drop shipping from Amazon onto eBay, you need to get a Prime account. So it's highly, 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 highly advised to get a Prime account. This is just an account that I already logged out of. So I'm not signing into anything, but you need to get a Prime account nowadays. And you don't need to 100%, but it's definitely a big advantage, huge advantage. And you're going to want to get tax exempt. If you guys don't know how to get tax exempt, I'm going to probably put some videos out there on it, or at least I plan on launching a service to help people do it as well. So with that being said, I will go about pricing these items as if you are tax exempt, because I think that that is one of the only ways that you can really stay that competitive with Amazon nowadays. And then, from there, I'll try to show you other ways to calculate your profits and stuff like that as well. So one thing that I think I found the biggest issue that anybody ever has in their beginning, intermediate, anything, is finding items. How do you go about finding items? Which items to pick? How to go about getting good ones? And, then when they find one that they think might be good or might not be good, then they'll kind of second guess themselves. They don't know if it's going to be a good one and stuff like that. So I don't want anybody to second guess themselves. I don't want any of this to be a thing. I want you to just find items based on what I say is like a good criteria and then just list them. So what I'm going to do here is, I can look up anything right away. And one question here is it possible for international to get tax exempt? That is possible. I know that there is more steps into it, and I am looking into how to do it for internationals for them, because I know that it's probably one of the biggest issues and questions out there. So there's more to follow on that. So we're going to look it up. Let's just look up. It's wintertime. We'll look up snow tube. It's wintertime, at least in Massachusetts, where I'm from, or where I was from. There's not very much snow in Colorado, where I just moved to. But we'll look up snow tube. Usually I like to find a Prime listing. I only deal with Prime when I'm doing Amazon onto eBay, and it doesn't really matter what you get. So I like to find one that doesn't have like a variation here in price. And these things popping out right here, this is another application I have that shows like the bestseller rank. I'll turn that off. And then, so we'll find just this one right here. This is just an item that is Prime. It's on Amazon, and that's it. You really don't need to worry about what it is or anything. I actually have no idea if it's even a good item. We're going to go from eBay. You go onto eBay, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to literally just search the title of this item. And what we're preying on here is the fact that, there's people out there that use programs like Sale Freaks. Sale Freaks will just bulk upload a ton of items out there for you. I love Sale Freaks and what it does, but it bulk uploads a ton of items out there for you. And then usually you choose not to change the title name. So they just literally use the Amazon title. So you're literally just preying on the fact that people aren't changing their titles. And, usually I look up like frying pans and stuff to get started. But, just for this example, I decided to just do a snow tube. So as you can tell, this looks like it's kind of the same brand. This obviously is the same item here. We low purred. I don't even know what that means, but this is the item. So we can hold control down and click at the same time. That'll open the tab, and it'll open that window in a new tab. Here's one. And we're going to go from here. So hopefully the quality is good enough. Oh, it's just really low on mine. I just clicked the wrong thing. So these are definitely probably on Amazon as well. This says new other. So these are definitely open box items from probably Sale Freaks or something like that. So we'll just look at these two people. Usually when you're trying to find somebody that you want to drop ship from, you want to find somebody that has, at least decent amount of feedback, because it usually means that they kind of know what they're doing. So this person, I hope you're not watching this or watching this live at all, but this person has 13,000, almost 14,000 feedback. I consider that pretty good. So I'm going to go that way. I'm going to literally just take them, put them into Zik, go into competitor research, and then type their name in. There's another way that I could go about this. So I do want to show you that as well. I'll show you that on the next one. So this person's from Israel. It shows you right away. They have a pretty low sell-through rate, which means that they have a ton of active listings. They don't sell that much. They do have a decent amount of sales, monthly sales. And right now I have my actually have my Zik in Walmart mode, I'm pretty sure. So these items might not be on. Yeah, this is definitely sourcing from Walmart. It's all good. It doesn't really matter. So what you would do is you would click on this thing. If it's green, that means it finds a match. And, from there, if there's a match, then you can add it to your folder. But let me give you guys some criteria. Right now, this person doesn't sell that much at all. And, 5 sales in the last 30 days. This is based on 30 days. If you want to change it, you can do 21, 14, 7. It doesn't really matter. But I like to choose 30 days. And I like to say that it's sold, at least for a beginner who's trying to really scale their store and pick some high quality items that are going out there. I really do think that you should do 10 times in the last 30 days or more, and that will get you your best results. This person right here, their account doesn't seem to be doing that hot or that well. All these items have been recently listed. This is the upload date of the item right here. So, that was recently. Some of these are older, but the majority of these were listed like last month and stuff like that. They're not doing that well. I would probably skip on this person in general, but you could pick through if you want to use some of these items, and we'll go from there. So I'm just going to look up this other person, and we can just look them up. And if they're decent, then we'll go with them. If not, then we can just type in someone that's good. So I can just show you an example. All right, so this person has 7,000 items. So, all right, they have one item that sold 10 times in the last 30 days. I would choose this item no matter what. I wouldn't look at it. I would make sure that it's not Vero. So one way to check if it's Vero is it'll have this little red exclamation point here. And that's not 100% meaning that it is Vero. This is just, a guideline saying that this could possibly be Vero. And the way to get this is you want to download the Chrome extension. Where is it? I don't even know where I have it. It's right here. It's called Zik Booster. And that's for free. It's on the Chrome store. You don't have to worry about paying anything. And that will just show you, it'll pop up and show you, if it's Vero or not. The majority of this person aren't, but if they are, then they are. So this is what I was talking about if it's green, but this is going to pair this item with a Walmart item because I'm looking through Walmart at the moment. And I did a video on that, and I can show you guys if you want. So, I'll just go over how to find this item the old fashioned way. So here's the item right here, and we want to find it the old-fashioned way. Well, based off this, we looked up this person based off the fact that they didn't even change the title at all on Amazon. So it makes me think that they didn't change this title at all either. So if you highlight this, you just click 3 times or 2 times or whatever, highlight it, right-click, and then just click search Google for this. You can just search Google. It'll open it up in a new tab, and here we go. We found it on Amazon. So a lot of people probably know out there. I think this is Prime. This isn't a Prime account that I'm using right now. So yeah, look, this person's selling for $26.48, and it's going for, $19.99 on Amazon. I have so many Chrome extensions that pop up all the time. It's going for $19.99 on Amazon. Let's do some quick math and just see if they're making any profit at all. So it was $26.48. So we'll just type that in, 26.48. And the shortcut here is to multiply it by 0.88. If you want to multiply it by 0.88, that takes out, roughly around the 9.15% for eBay fees and the 2.9% for PayPal fees. It's just a quick, rough estimation to see if you'll be making money. So that's what it'll be after all of the fees. And then, you can even, there's a 30-cent transaction fee for every PayPal order, no matter what. So you minus 0.3 from that. And then this is basically what you'll be left with after the sale, after eBay and PayPal take their cut, $23. And like I said, on Amazon, it's $19.99. So say you are tax exempt. Minus $19.99. You're going to make $3 on this sale. $3 divided by 26 is more than 10% profit. So you're actually doing pretty well with this item. But so it was 23 after fees, basically, but after eBay and PayPal fees. Let's just say that $19.99 is going to get taxed. Let's just say that it gets taxed. So 19.99 times times 19.99 times 1.08. So that's adding roughly 8% to the price for tax. That's $21.50. So 21.58. So do 23 minus 21.58. That's still a $1.42 profit, even if you do get taxed. So this person is making money on this item no matter what, basically. And, it is good. So this would be an item that even if you're an international seller, you're getting taxed, you're not tax exempt or anything like that, you're still making money on this item. And if you are tax exempt and say you live in the United States and you have a 5% cashback gift card, then you are going to be making even more money, probably over $3, probably looking at like 14, 15% after cashback on this item. So let me know. I'm going to go through some of the questions here. Let me know if any of you guys have any questions. If you guys want, I'm going to source some more items for you, obviously. So if this is something that you want me to keep doing, just please comment it right now. We got 61 people watching this. Wow, this is the most we've ever had so far. Let me know if you want me to keep going down this rabbit hole with Amazon and calculating fees like this, or do you want me to look at Walmart, or do you want me to go look at other things like this? Like I said, this is going to be pretty interactional for you guys, and we're going to be able to just go this way. So it says my screen is blurry. Make sure that you click on your HD settings because mine was blurry as well until I clicked on 720p, and then it was pretty good. So like I said, focus on Amazon. Whole screen is blurred. Hell yeah, sorry. Well, if the screen's blurry, it'll load later. You can watch it. Doesn't SaleFreaks do the same thing? Why use Zik? So let's get into this. First off, yes, SaleFreaks does do something similar to this. It does basically do this. First off, SaleFreaks is going to pick items in huge quantities and bulk over just like a large, huge scale. And you're going to upload all these items on there. And, you know, you're not going to really be able to optimize them until afterwards and all this stuff. And the majority of the time, you're going to put all these items on and you're just going to leave them and it's going to be good. Yes. But if you don't want Zik, or if you don't want SaleFreaks, if you don't want to list thousands and thousands and thousands of items on your account and you're smaller scale and you're starting off, then you 100% should be using Zik Analytics. That's how I started all of my stores. I got up to $85,000, $88,000 in sales a month with only Zik before I had even heard of what SaleFreaks was. So don't get me wrong, SaleFreaks, yes, it's a great program. Yes, I put out videos on it all the time. I love the program. But for somebody that's smaller, just starting off, Zik Analytics is the way to go. And it's the way to find very high quality items that you can then go and tailor, maybe edit the titles, edit the picture. This person put a little border around it. You're not really technically allowed to edit the picture, but it doesn't seem like eBay really minds that much. You know, give it whatever, make your own touches to it. And then you'll be able to find, say, hey, like this item sold 20 times in the last 30 days. This item sold 30 times in the last 30 days. You know, you can go from there and do that. Where SaleFreaks is going to kind of just bring you along and, you know, just bulk upload a ton of items up there. So that's kind of the difference between the two. And, you know, that's what I think. So can you show us how to use folders and bulk upload them onto SaleFreaks? That's actually a video that is coming out on YouTube in a bit. Yeah, so I guess it's getting blurry and not, but I have my 420 med card. You live in Colorado, you don't need a med card. Is there a way to scrape or download the products from Zik product search results? So yes, you can. That's called Zik Pro. It does cost extra money where you're going to be scraping it. And then you can put it into folders and stuff that way. You can bulk upload into any type of tool. I use AutoDS as a repricer and lister. So like somebody said, Tommy Hines said, so you can use SaleFreaks. Let's go check. Let's set up Zik Analytics the actual way it's supposed to be set up right now. So if I go to here and I go into settings, always make sure that you're checking your backend settings and stuff here. So we're gonna go to, I think it's integrations. Yeah, this is where I did the video the other day. It has one of my fake accounts set up here to SaleFreaks, but this is checking Walmart items. So this will try to compare the items that you're searching to Walmart.com. But if you want to search primarily for Amazon.com, like we've been doing, then you want to click Amazon and then you want to click Save Settings again. Then you can go back to the competitor research. But one thing I do want to show you as well is, all right, you already found this item. This item's good, right? And you don't want to go and like go back onto Amazon or do whatever. All you had to do is just search one person once. So first off, you could either then search this person's name again back into Zik, or you could just search this title. So let's see what happens if we search the title. It might not come up with anything, but worst comes to worst, then we know that we can actually go back into the competitor research and just search the competitor again. So we'll search this title this time on product research, and lo and behold, we have 5 people that are selling it. This person just made a collage image of their photos, so that's fine. But you know, it's all the same. This is the person that we were just doing the math off of. They're priced the same, so we might as well just go check this. Just check all those check boxes, then click Zik selection. And all right, here we go. We have the Elite Golf Shop, which is the person that we were looking at. They sold 10 in the last 30 days, but this person has 1 sale. Just because they have 1 sale doesn't mean that they're not a good seller. It just means that that item's not selling very well for them. So you could literally just go over here. Let's just get rid of some tabs so we don't start lagging. We can go over here, right here, and then just click Scan Seller on this person. We'll let that load, and we'll check out this person right here. They might be good. They might not be good. So they've sold 31,000 in the last 30 days. They actually have some pretty good items here. So this is what I was talking about when you are going through and checking basically on Amazon. So if you highlight right here, you can see that it pops up and actually does say find Amazon under my cursor, find on Amazon. So you know that these are going, and if it's green, then it's good. So basically this is going to find you literally the same exact item right away. So all you have to do is click the green, and there you go. I put my break even in at 12.05%. That's basically what a tax exempt break even is. And based off this break even, it's saying that I'm making $1.40 profit. That doesn't really count the 30-cent PayPal transaction fee, but it doesn't really matter that much. So, we're making, that's over 10% profit on the front end right there. If you have a 5% cashback credit card, if you live in the United States, that's 5% on $7.49. So that's another 40 cents. And then if you go through Mr. Rebates or something like that, like what I do with auto ordering with Sale Freaks, then you might get a little bit more extra money. So all you have to do really here, if you work folders, which I don't really show that, I haven't really showed that much about folders, but I could. If you make a folder, so all you have to do to make a folder is go into your settings and make one. I can show you that after. Does anybody here actually use folders? That's one question that I forgot to ask. Does anybody use folders here? Because I found out about folders a little bit ago or a while ago, but like I didn't really use them as much. I had my VAs doing it. I kind of forgot about them. Then I realized that people don't actually know really how to use the folders on Zik Analytics. So Andrew White said 18 or 19% for non-tax exempt. Yeah, I would say closer to 19, maybe 20%, just depending on what you consider the actual averages. So Eric L says that he uses folders. Luxury Card Sources that use folders. Yeah, I mean, the folders are great. I need more help to use them correctly. So my VA, I only use folders. I didn't know about it. No folders, but if useful, please show us. All right, some people don't know what folders are. Yeah, I guess I can go and I can go and show folders right now. So basically, let's just do it in reverse. So if you have set up your folder, then you would click set. So these are my VA's names. So basically what I had my VAs doing was every day they would underscore. So this is like this is April 23rd, 2018. That's their name. They would add it into what they were sourcing for the day. And as you can tell, we kind of stopped. We fell off on folders like a couple months ago because we were going in a different path. But, folders are always great to use. This is actually one I created for a Sale Freaks video the other day. So that'll probably launch on Friday, actually. So say that this is the folder that you want to add it to. All you have to do is click Sale Freaks video, and it's good. This is a match, and all you have to do is just click add to list. So everybody remember this: Leapfrog, Leap Start, whatever the hell this thing's called. Add to list. It's added. Let's just add another one just for shits and giggles. Bottom line, is Zik worth using short-term or long-term? I think Zik is worth using literally short-term and long-term moniker. I've been using it recently a ton because I've been sourcing from these obscure, weird types of sources, which I'm going to show in another live. And I've been using it just to find all these high-priced, high-profit items. I made, I think, 20% on an item the other day, yesterday, front end. And, it was all sourced from Zik. Everything's pretty great with Zik. I mean, I don't push products that I don't like using. Like I've been contacted by the owner of Chili Hunter a bunch of times to do a video, to do a live, this, and that. I've used Chili Hunter before. I don't like it. I like Zik Analytics. That's why I talk about it. So also, if you guys are interested, there is a link in the bio in the description here for $5 off. If you guys don't use it, it's $5 off for your first month. So just check that out if you're interested. So if you look at this one, break even as if you're tax exempt, estimated profit being $2.25. That's over 10% margin. Pretty damn close to over 10% margin. Say you're like, oh, I want this one. You can also do a stock status check, so you can check it. If you click this, checked, it's in stock. You're good. Add to list. Oh, I added it to a different list. Let's add it to the same list as the last one. So click here. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. There's a ton of folders here. I should probably delete some. Add to list. So now to get to your folders, you're going to click on Management Panel. Like I said, you're going to always want to look at the background. Click on My Folders. Once My Folders loads, these are all the folders. If you want to create a folder, you can create it right here, folder name, and a description. If you want to add a description, then you just click Create Folder. I already have a ton created. So we're going to go down to the very bottom. Sale Freaks video. I sourced 2 for the Sale Freaks video, and I just sourced 2 during this video. So as this loads, we should probably be able to find them or see them. It's taking a while to load here. What about competition on the item? What number of competition would you recommend us based on? So let's be honest here. I almost never really looked at competition back in the day. And, they can only tell competition for what I believe is Amazon items and Walmart items. I Back in the day, I never looked at competition. I listed whatever. Nowadays, you know, it might be a little bit more competitive, but I still wouldn't worry too much about it. Like I'm saying, if it sells 10 times in 30 days for somebody, there's a good chance that it will sell for you guys. So as long as you stick to the mantra of don't get caught up in what the item is, don't get caught up in the competition, don't get caught up in too much of it. As long as that item is being drop shipped from Amazon, you are gonna make money on it, and it's sold more than 30 times in the last, 10 times in the last 30 days, then just list it. Don't get too complicated in the beginning, and then just build off of it from there. Once you kind of, have started and you know what's going on, then possibly look into branching out into other things like that. So, all right, here we are. We're inside of the folder. And from here, these are the two that I sourced the other day. This was from somebody that's kind of doing this like negative profit type thing, using just only cash back. But this person's making some front end profit. So you could click here on the items. You can check them. You can upload. You can download them or export the list into a CSV. So say that these are the repricers that they work with. So it works with AutoDS Tools, Sale Freaks, Blacklister, Dropship Beast, Web Seller Guru. I don't even know what the hell Wallet Monitor is. I've never even heard of that before in my life. And DSM Tool. So those are the ones that you could upload. You could click right here and then just click upload selected. As long as your store is integrated, which I'm not going to show right here because I have a YouTube video coming out on it on Friday. Then as long as your store is integrated, then you're good. They'll automatically list. If your store is not on this list, the store that you use, then you can just export it to a CSV, which is pretty easy to do, and then just upload it. Whatever the item repricing software you're using, if you contact their help support, then they should be able to help you on exporting a CSV and uploading a CSV. It's pretty easy. So that's just a quick, easy way. One thing that I do need to precaution about that, though, for people that are actually looking into doing this folder technique, is that you will always list the item if you do the integration like this into one of your repricing tools. You will always list the item with the eBay title. So you can actually click on the title. I thought you could. Oh, it's because it's selected, I think. No, maybe I have to click edit or something. Oh, yeah, right here. You can click on the eBay title and change it up from here, add more things to it, delete some things. But if you are uploading with the eBay title, you are taking full responsibility of the fact that you are using somebody else's title and it might not be accurate. So some people will use different keywords, different things like that, where they're kind of abusing the system. And you need to make sure that you are, you're taking full advantage of you're taking full responsibility for the fact that you could be using misrepresented keywords. So you want to make sure that either you look over the title or change it a bit or do whatever and then upload it. How does Zik handle variations? It doesn't really. Zik doesn't. I'm not sure actually, to be honest, with variations. It might pull everything out individually. I'm not really sure how that works. So where was I right here? Good stuff, bro. We'll update stock quantity. What about competition on the items? So I already answered that one. Home Depot is one of the best listers. Some of the items, 100 competitors. Yeah, so some items have 100 competitors. Some have just 7 to 20. It's like I'm saying, you just need to go for listing more and then figuring it out later. Like, don't get caught up in just doing these things. Don't get caught up in like just over and analyzing these things, because it's gonna make you frozen, and you need to just list items right off the bat and then go from there. So Tom, do you have anything on flagging? I'm not going to be talking about that at the moment, but a lot of people I've seen are making these manual stores. I made one as well just to see what the hype was about. So I'll make a video on my actual results from there. So is using Amazon as your only source at the start a valid option? I would say that Amazon's the easiest source to start with, but I would say that since there's so many people that are doing it, it's not always the easiest, to scale long-term anymore and be able to really do as much as you used to be able to do. I think that you should 100% be looking into all sorts of different sources, not just Amazon, and going from there in that way, so that you're not just relying. First off, eBay dropshipping is like one basket. I think that you should be doing eBay dropshipping, wholesaling on another account, doing some sort of Amazon selling, do just some sort of other business. So that's one basket. But if you're doing just Amazon onto eBay dropshipping as your only online business plan, then that's putting all of your eggs in just like this one small, minute basket that, like, say if it crumbles and all falls down tomorrow, then really you're kind of screwed because you didn't plan for anything else. So that's why I'm a big advocate of always diversifying and making sure that you have multiple sources out there multiple different streams of income, multiple everything, so that you're not screwed when just shit hits the fan in one freak incident or another. So how does Zik handle variation? Auto DS Finder item sucks. They suck. I wish Sale Freaks had Walmart. So actually, Miggy, Sale Freaks is coming out with Walmart in the next couple months, supposedly, or the next month or so. So we should be able to, you know, take advantage of that. So since there's been so much interest with Walmart and diversifying off of Amazon, let's just go into Walmart. I'm going to show you guys Walmart. I'm going to show you possibly the easiest way to source Walmart items, and nobody really talks about this. So I'm going to exit out of this, exit out of this. You don't need to go into walmart.com. You don't need to do literally anything. So you're going to click on product research here. Also, let me know if you guys, you know, what you guys do to source Walmart items. I would like to know, because I have been doing this for a while and I found this to be the easiest possible method. So I never used to use the product research, but I realized that it's kind of a pretty powerful tool if you know how to take advantage of it. So one thing that we want to like make sure of, or just use to our advantage, is that Walmart has its own specific private label, quote unquote, brands. One being, or one, I'm not sure if this one's 100% it, but Better Homes and Gardens. I've really only ever seen it on Walmart. I think it's pretty much only Walmart. And Mainstays, I know, is only Walmart. That's Walmart's private label brand, and it's all over walmart.com. If you go onto Walmart, I'm just going to go onto Walmart just to show you guys. There is Mainstays, literally fucking everything. Everything is Mainstays. So, I mean, this is how you find items for Amazon dropshipping. If you want to dropship Walmart onto Amazon, this is how you find items for eBay dropshipping. There's so much Mainstays here. There's every single category, shop by room, appliances, patio, home and garden. There's literally everything. Everything is Mainstays through Walmart. You need to realize that and take advantage of it. So how are we going to do that? We're going to get off walmart.com. We're literally just going to the product research here. All you have to do is search for Mainstays. The easiest thing you can possibly do. And I know Mark actually put out a video. Mark from No BS Dropshipping actually put out a video on this the other day for Amazon dropshipping. So instead of checking them all, there's going to be a bunch here, and I like to actually look through them and see which ones are actually seem to be dropshipping items. What makes it look like a dropshipping listing? If it's just a white background is one thing. You know, if it looks like it's a product like it should have been on another website, that's one thing. If it looks like it's in the background of like someone's house or something, or it was taken on the shitty camera phone, then it's probably not being dropshipped. So here we go. You can highlight over here. Look at this little picture. That looks like it's being dropshipped. This one. This one. I've been on, and I've done so much Walmart research in the past year and a half that I actually can tell you right away which ones are from Walmart. This comes with time. This is, it will all come with time. These are all just Walmart dropship items. What's an example of one that's not? This right here, I don't even know what the hell that is. It's like a picture frame sitting outside of a box. This looks like they bought it at the store and then tried to resell it. Something like that. So you can go through picture frames. I don't like picture frames too much because of the fact that, you know, they're going to break, or there's a high chance that they break, but, you know, you can always just search people off of it. So, I mean, that's enough really just to find anybody. Should we delete Mainstays from our eBay tag? Oh, yeah, I did see that Mainstays was supposedly on the Vero list on eBay recently. I don't know how long it's been there. I don't pay attention to that at all. I just list it anyways. I don't delete Mainstays. You could if you wanted. It doesn't really matter. Most people don't realize if you go onto Amazon, just do one little quick Amazon stroll. Just to show you, because so many people are interested in Amazon dropshipping right now. I started it recently, and this is just what I realized. Just go on to Amazon and type in Mainstays. And then look at how many listings pop up that aren't Prime. Like this is Prime. This isn't Prime. This is Prime. This is not Prime. This is not Prime. This is not Prime. This isn't Prime. When it's not Prime, this is Prime. When it's not Prime, it means that it's being fulfilled by merchant, which means somebody's drop shipping it from from Walmart. So this one's Prime. That's not even Mainstays. DHP, I know, is already an item that, you know, is coming from Walmart as well. This one, I know that I'm pretty positive I'm on this listing, or I'm going to be on this listing soon, because I've seen this listing recently. This too. This. Here we go. I've sold these items before. I mean, it's the same thing. So you go on to Zik Analytics. It doesn't sell through, none of this. I don't look at any of this stuff. I just go down and look and be like, all right, this guy sold this 97 times, EX bargain. I'm pretty sure I talked about them in a video recently. I didn't mean to click on this one, by the way. That one wasn't supposed to go through. Let's just look at, I know that this person does a lot of drop shipping with like a negative profit. Let's look at this person. So here we are, it's loading. So they got active listings 123, sold items 77. So they're a beginner, but they've sold this pack of ball mason jars 15 times in the last 30 days. So, right, like I said at the beginning of this, we have it set to Amazon right now. If you highlight it, it says under my cursor, it says find on Amazon. If we want to, we can go back here and change the settings. If I open the link in a new tab, I'll do that. And then I'll go over to integrations again once it loads. And then we can change this from Amazon to Walmart and then click save. So now that we're on Walmart, we can actually reload this page and we'll see if it can find any matches. Tom, is it recommended to use Prime or not? Yes, I always use Prime from Amazon. So like I said, in the video that I actually talked about with this Zik Analytics, the Walmart one, it's actually pretty new. So you don't always find matches, but let's just see if we can find this item. So this is it on eBay. He's selling it for 25 bucks. We're going to search it onto Google. And this is actually on Amazon and Walmart. So we can open it on Walmart, open it on Amazon. I'm a big advocate of checking which one's cheaper. So it's 12. Let's look at this main picture right here. Is it the same main picture? Bunch of pickles in the jar on the front. There's a bunch of pickles in the jar on the front. So he's selling it for $25. It's $12.82 here. And it's on Amazon. I'm going to guess, dun, dun, dun. It's on Amazon as a fulfilled by Amazon item or fulfilled by merchant because somebody's drop shipping this from Walmart onto Amazon as well. So we're going to get rid of this. And this is where it's coming from. So $12.82. You have to realize that if it's under $35 on Amazon, you get $5.99 shipping. $12.82 plus 5.99. So the actual price is $18.81. So let's keep that in mind. And what is he selling it for? $25.50. He sold 88 of these. It goes to show that people really don't pay attention to the price of anything and do not look around for prices at all. So $18.81, but let's do $25.50 times 0.88 to get rid of the eBay and PayPal fees equals that minus 0.3 for that PayPal, extra PayPal 30-cent transaction fee, and then minus $18.81 if I remember correctly. And that is $3.33 profit if he's tax exempt, which I highly suggest if you're drop shipping from Walmart onto eBay being tax exempt. So from here, that is a profit margin of, let's divide it by this, of 13% front end, which is a pretty crazy profit margin. I think that's really good. That doesn't include the fact that if he uses a credit card, like I use the Chase, not the Chase for this, I'll use the, what is it? The City Double Cash. That's 2% on the buying price. And then also if you're going through Top Cash Back or Ebates or anything like that, then you'll get that price. You'll get that as well. So let's read some comments here. But Prime, you'll have 5 Amazon accounts you use as well, right? I mean, I do have 5 Amazon accounts, but I don't really use any of them. I've just made a bunch of them. I only use one at the moment, actually, for Amazon onto eBay. Congrats on 4K subs, brother. Oh yeah, thank you very much. I forgot to even mention that I got 4,000 subs. It's just one of those things now. So if you guys like what you're seeing, please subscribe. Let's get to 5,000 because I think that that'll be more monumental. Should we delete mainstays from our title? 62% not bad, but low on listings that sell. Congrats. Ty just pulled up EX Bargains in his video an hour ago. Yeah, EX Bargains is actually pretty popular. I've looked at him recently. Could you explain the value of Zik Pro? I'll do that in a Zik Pro video, I think. I really haven't put too much work into Zik Pro. It's because I have so many VAs that are doing this for me that I don't really like pay attention too much to the new updates, but I'll definitely relearn it because I've learned it before, but I'll definitely relearn it and make a video on it. Should we use Prime for our main account that we use to normally buy? You should never use anything that you use to buy anything in your real life to do this business. Let's just put it that way. If you consider this a business and not just a hobby to yourself, not to go hard on you, Miggy G, here at all, just like let's just have a moment of reality and realness here. if you consider this a business and not just a hobby that you're doing on the side for fun, then you should not be commingling literally anything, not credit cards, not anything, not accounts, not bank accounts, not anything at all. I made these mistakes in the beginning, and I'm coming at you. Hindsight's 2020. Do not mix anything. If you want to make sure that you make, first off, your accountant's life easier. Second off, just everything in general. Like, what if your main account that you're buying drop shipping on from Amazon onto eBay gets banned, and that's like the account that you were making orders on your whole life for Amazon? Like, people like think their Amazon accounts are their babies and stuff, and then you lose that account or whatever. Just do not mix anything at all. Awesome. So no need to lower sales price to compete. You don't always have to lower sale price, but you can tell that, I mean, maybe this guy actually changed the title. Yeah, ball glass mason jar with lid band mouth. I mean, he changed the title around a little bit, not that much, but I don't know if, he branded himself in the actual listing. He put his little watermark on there. I mean, he did a few little things. He has like the worst probably product description I've ever seen in my life. But I mean, these items sell. People love mason jars. Explain the value of Zik Pro. I'm not sure how it works. Do you need a different LLC for every Amazon account for tax exempt? No, you do not. You can bundle it, but you need to include the free shipping. Some listing software only counts it as one. Yeah, so if you do bundle, so one thing I realized that when I was selling, I stopped doing this, but I was selling items that were below $35 Walmart onto Amazon when I started dropshipping on Amazon. And when people would buy multiples of these items, so say they bought 2 of these from me for $50 and $51 exactly, and then I go on here and I source it from Walmart. If I make it a quantity 2 and then I add it to cart, I'm only paying tax once. I mean, I'm only paying shipping once, and then tax exemption comes off in checkout. So you're only paying shipping once, but a lot of these programs will price the shipping in for no matter what the quantity is. So that's one way to make extra money. I did make some pretty killer margins on that, but I don't really want to deal with items that are below $35 anymore. It's just a hassle. So I'm just trying to catch up on questions here. Should you take out the brand name of the item so that customers won't find it in a Google search? First off, you could probably find in the Google search without the brand name. Let's just be honest here. Let's try. Here it is right here, I'm pretty sure. I mean, not that first off, if people are looking on eBay, they're probably going to stay on eBay to find their items. First off, like, not to sound like an ass or anything, but who really shops on eBay nowadays? I don't really know. But if you're shopping on eBay, you have to be some sort of dedicated to eBay. Or if you're not shopping around, then you're just, if eBay is your first choice to buy an item, then you're probably not going to shop around in the first place. Second off, I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. The only reason why I would get rid of the brand, because the brand isn't always necessary. Ball's a pretty popular brand, so people might actually type in ball mason jars. But for other things that are just like these weird private label brands or brands that nobody's really going to look up, then you can just delete them, and it gives you extra space to put in more keywords. So that's just one reason why I would delete the brand. I've commingled personal to business. I'm done. Won't do it again. There you go, Andrew White. At what stage of profit should we make an LLC? I mean, it really depends. I'm not going to answer that question. Doesn't matter. Images can be searched. Yeah. Also, Andrew White did say images can be searched. Even the fact that this says BPN save on it here, I can click on it, right click, click search for Google for image, and I can guarantee you it's going to pop up. Target, Walmart, Amazon. Wonder what they are on Target. Tractor Supply. Check it out on Target. It's probably more expensive on Target, but actually it's cheaper on Target. Free standard shipping with red card. So if you actually wanted to try to make more money, I've heard Target does hate drop shipping and does cancel a lot of people's orders, but I have heard of people that have successfully been drop shipping from Target for a while. You'd make more money if you got this from Target. Also, let's just have a little sneak peek tidbit here. If you don't use Price Blink as a Chrome extension, then you should, because it actually, like, no matter what the item is, it'll find it for you. So Blaine's Farm and Fleet, it's probably also on here. Let's click that. It's going to load it up. Are you going to save this replay? I was late. Yes, because YouTube automatically does it. You're welcome. Here it is on Blaine's Farm and Fleet for $10.99. So this is the cheapest, but you want to make sure, you know, I'm pretty positive Blaine's Farm and Fleet will charge shipping, where right here on Walmart, on Target, it says it won't. So this is where you're going to get into other sources if you want to start looking at other sources. It's not the cheapest on Walmart always. Walmart's definitely the easiest, has the most software behind it, but it's not always the most cheapest on Walmart. So, or always the cheapest on Walmart. I haven't kept up on my English classes lately. So that is an easy way to find these Walmart items. From there, let's go back to Zik Analytics. 9 times in the last 30 days, I'd take it. Another 9. They're very big on these mason jars here. Crock pot, mainstays, picture frame. Other than that, there's not that many high-priced items here. What I also like to do on Zik is if you're looking for high-priced items, just click current price right here, and it'll just wire it. So that's the lowest price, and then this is the highest price. So they don't really even have that many high-priced items on here. So like I said, you don't have to go with this person all the time. I know that this person prices all their items at extremely low profit. Let's just look at this one, VA 2012. I hope you're not watching this, but if you are, it's too bad. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. Also, for those of you who are liking, we got 69 people on right now. Please toss a like down there if you like what you're seeing. If you want to see another one of these, let me know, because I can easily go on for days and days and days on this. So this person actually seems like a very good seller, and we're actually going to be able to show you how Walmart works here. Sometimes these numbers don't pop up. If you just click search again, then all right, all their sell through. They have 431 active listings, and they have a crazy sell through rate. So it's 60,000. This is the person that you aspire to be right here, VA 2012. Oh, and I'm watching them, so I've already found this person before. So this is how the Walmart thing actually works. So let's check and see if it's accurate. And here we go. Well, that's not correct, I don't think. So you always got to realize that the prices aren't always correct. This is like a whole kit, but I don't know if this comes with the kit or anything, but we can open it because that's saying an estimated profit of $92. As much as I would love to believe that, I don't think that that's true. Also, the prices aren't always real. So this is $48.85. Right now it says $145. It's just reading it wrong. $48.85 though will still make you probably some money on this. And that's $34.62. Yeah, you'll probably still make money on it. Let's try to find one that does match up perfectly. That is the same item. Oh, also, wait, I just brought it up right here. Let's see. Oh, Jenny's here. How's it going, Jenny? Have you started selling on Amazon, eCom Tom? No, yes, I have. I'm at like almost 20,000 in sales. So at almost 20,000 sales for the last 30 days. So that's going pretty well. So it says it's cheaper on eBay. I don't really believe it, but I'm just going to leave it at that. So we'll go and move on to the next item here. This one doesn't match up, but I can guarantee you it's probably from Walmart. You just have to go find it. But this one does match up. So let's see how it matches up, if it's actually accurate. All right, here we go. First off, you're going to want to see just to make sure that this is the same item, but I'm pretty positive it is. It's $40 on Walmart. You won't have to pay for any extra shipping charges. It's $53 on eBay. It's a $7 profit at a break even of as if you're tax exempt, which I highly suggest. Like I said, everybody gets tax exempt. From there, that's over. Let's do the math of what the profit margin is there. That's front end profit. This is before any cash back. 53.8. That's 13% front end profit. If we add in any cash back, top cash back right now is 2% for everything, and my credit card is 2% for everything. Let's just, for shits and giggles, take the buying price, multiply that by 0.04, and that's an extra $1.60. So you're probably at like 15% profit altogether with this item. Just to make sure and find the item here, you can go double check. I always like to check all the pictures. Sometimes people like to mess around with the pictures, move the picture around. Here we go. It's the same image. So they moved the main image from Walmart to the second image on eBay. All the prices were accurate. Everything was fine. This is the same item. I can guarantee you. Price Blank says that this is the cheapest price, or Jet. I would never drop ship from Jet. Jet is owned by Walmart, but they don't like drop shipping. So don't worry about, don't even look at Jet. So this is an item that I would wholeheartedly 100% be putting on my store. It sells very well. This person has pretty good SEO on it, and they're definitely dominating it. But you know, there's always room for other people to come in and start making sales. So that's a great item to sell. You can also add it to a folder, like I explained earlier with Walmart now. So Walmart can be added to folders, and you can integrate it. I think I've never tried with the Walmart item. I'm pretty positive you can just integrate it right into your store as long as it's connected, and your store can handle Walmart items. So let's check up on the comments that I missed out. No cancellation sent. Oh, I see. Thanks, Paul. Just kidding. What about Walmart? No, I haven't started selling on Walmart yet. I actually thought that I got accepted fully, but I have to provide some other information. Great live the other day. I'm subscribed to Chili and Zik, but I'm looking for a reason to cancel one of them to save some money. Which one should I keep? I mean, I've only ever done videos on Zik Analytics, so I may be biased here, but I would say I've had Chili Hunter in the past, and I've had Zik, and I've canceled Chili Hunter. I'll tell you that. So what other, would you copy a person's titles now or optimize your own? So what I would do is I personally would probably steal their title and just make sure that it matches. If it doesn't match, then I would go and, you know, if it's not accurate, if there's some keywords in there, if they're keyword spamming or something like that, then I wouldn't go ahead and just use the title verbatim. I would go in and edit it. But if it is, you know, it's matching, it fits the item, then I would just take the item. I would take the title and I would go like that. So people have other different opinions on it. That's my opinion. And that's just what I would do. So one last little trick. I mean, I've been doing this for 50 minutes now. I hope that you guys have found some value in this. But one last little trick that you can do is based off of the title stealing type of technique. Is if somebody stole this person's title, right? Then you can do right here, click this button where it says scan title. And if somebody stole this person's title, then there should be more than one listing of this. From here, oh, wait, look, everybody stole this person's title. There's a fuckload of them. So all you have to do, these are all the same item. I'm not sure about this one, actually. It might be a picture from it. I don't really care. All you have to do is click this, click Zik selection again. And here we are looking at, obviously, the person that we were just looking at it, VA 2012. But here we are with a bunch of other people that are selling this item and a whole bunch more people to snipe from. So the moral of the story here is that once you find literally one item, or just literally type in mainstays on product research, the world is your oyster from there. You can keep going all over the place. Like, there's every type of seller here. There's people from Canada, people from Malaysia, people from Morocco, people that are good, people that have no idea what the hell they're doing probably. There's all sorts of different people to find here. You don't know what's going to be good until you actually go in there. Discount Deals has more feedback than VA 2012, but they haven't even sold this item yet. This person has sold, VA 2012 has sold this item, every single one of these items, and nobody else has. And it's at a higher price. Why? Don't ask me. I have no idea. But we'll scan this person, and I'm sure that this person has sold other items. Do I ever list in the wrong category on purpose? I've never messed with that, to be honest. So here's this person. Click search again to see their stuff. And they've done 18,000 last 30 days. And none of their, some of their items are matching. Not very many of them. But just by looking at these items, I would say, I know that this is a Walmart item. Most likely Walmart. This is probably Amazon. Yeti, this is definitely Amazon. Scroll to the top, see if there's any decent Walmart items. I don't know if this is Walmart or not. This is most likely Walmart, unless it's some other type of source. So we'll try to find this item. Countertop toaster oven, stainless baking kitchen, 4 slice. I wouldn't even go. That's not a great description. You can probably just go down to the description here. Highlight this, search it, see if we can find it real quick. If not, it's really no big deal, but here it is. We found it right away. And this looks to be, is it the same? Yeah, it's the same toaster. Black & Decker, he like shrunk the pictures so they look weird. But if you look at this one, this is the same toaster here, Black & Decker. That's the reason why I took Black & Decker out, because I'm pretty positive it's a Vero term. So from there, you know, you're going to get charged shipping here. What is he charging? I mean, he's probably not making that much money on this, but it's a low priced item. So, you know, there is some profit here, I'm guessing. And I mean, that's about it. So can you in the future do a drop shipping on Amazon? It seems to be where I see more of a trend. Yeah, I mean, I've made 2 videos on my Amazon drop shipping journey so far, and I plan to do some more. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. And oh yeah, you guys can see me now. All right. So I hope you guys got a lot of value out of that. I mean, I had a good time. Time flies when you're searching on Zik. You could have, if you were listing or trying to source actual items that entire time, or if I guarantee, at least with some of those people that we were sniping from, that we could have gotten at least 20 items easily from some of those people. And those could all easily be 100% automatically, or not automatically, but almost automatically integrated into your store right away. If you're using Website Guru, Sale Freaks, I think AutoDS, there's a bunch of them, like I already listed in this live, that literally integrate with Zik. So once you source them and you put them into those folders and integrate it, you automatically can just upload it into the stores from there. And there's really not that much effort there. If your VAs, like back in the day when VAs were sourcing pretty manually and there wasn't this integration feature and there wasn't all that stuff, I would say if your VA could optimize the titles and find like 20 items a day and list them, then that's a good VA in one day. But nowadays, like using all these different like tricks and tips and stuff, not even using Zik Pro, which is a whole nother beast. I've had my VA find 150 items in one day. Sure, some of them are duplicates. It's kind of hard to check against the duplicates within Zik. But, you know, besides that, you're going to find a ton of items. You're going to be able to see if they're profitable right away. And it all depends on like what your profit margins are. Mine are probably the lowest of the low of what, I mean, my upfront fees are as low as possible. I live in the United States. I'm tax exempt. I have cashback credit cards, everything like that. But if you are from another country, don't be fooled. I only went over like 3 or 4 people's accounts today. I found people drop shipping from Walmart the other day that were pulling 25% front end margins. It's just, you know, few and far between to find somebody as good as that. So I'm going to stay on, answer some last questions here. Like I have said throughout this, there is a $5 off for your first month coupon for Zik Analytics. I know it's not a lot, but I do know that if you're just starting and you're really looking into using this program, I highly suggest looking into it. There's a 7-day free trial. I don't even think you have to connect your PayPal, but you know, it is $5. So some people are, you know, a little strapped for cash in the beginning, and I highly suggest this being one of the first programs you actually get. That Tracker Bot, possibly Web Seller Guru, whatever you want to use for a repricer. I mean, those have been my bread and butter since I started well over a year ago. So do you need to be concerned with shipping times from different suppliers? Prime is 2 days, Walmart is 7. Do customers not care? First off, there's these things called business policies, and you can change your shipping time based on what your supplier is and just put each supplier in a different business policy. So Walmart, I give longer times. Amazon, I give shorter times. They're all on different business policies. Everything's fine. Everything's merry. And, you know, nobody really worries. The only thing that I have seen recently, and even after the holidays, it's that with Walmart, there's some items that, and it'll say it on walmart.com, like when it's estimated to be delivered, that some items are out there and they're like fucking like 10, 12-day delivery times no matter what. Like I just bought one, or I drop shipped one from Walmart onto Amazon the other day. I was like, why isn't the tracking uploaded yet? And it's like estimated delivery day, like January 23rd. I was like, holy shit. I've had a few issues like that before. So, I mean, that's the only real issue with like lead times I've seen. Do you charge a surcharge to cover for items bought from people from non-tax exempt states? So yes, I used to do that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about here with the surcharge, that's basically adding a shipping fee to specific states for states that you're not tax exempt in to try to cover some of the loss. But if you actually know how to work if you know like what tax IDs are and really how to go about doing it, no matter where you live, as long as you have some sort of business entity, you can get tax exempt in all of those states. It just sucks ass because you have to talk to all the departments of revenues of different states and get all these tax IDs and all sorts of stuff. So I am exempt in California. I am exempt in Florida. I am exempt in Tennessee on Walmart, on all of these different profiles. There's only like 2 states on Amazon that I just didn't bother getting tax exempt on, one being Louisiana, I think, and the other one being New Mexico. I know New Mexico for sure. It's because I didn't really want to read into the New Mexico law, and I also just don't, I doubt there's very many sales to New Mexico compared to a state like California. But like, I mean, first off, my LLC is based in Massachusetts. Sometimes that's hard to get exempt in, but I already have one there. So that's one thing. And then from there, it's, you really just need to learn what tax law actually is. And also, I mean, we got 60 people on right now. I do want to ask this question because I haven't asked it really with this much of an audience watching. Would you guys be interested in like a financial, like a weekly, like financial advice type of video that I could do, like tips on credit, tips on like bookkeeping, tips on stuff like that, tips on taxes, sales tax, like coaching? Would you guys be interested in something like that? Because that was one thing that I was thinking about doing, like a weekly, like maybe every Monday, like a financial tip from Tom or whatever I want to dub it. And then like do a live Wednesday and then do like some like educational video on like a Friday or like a software type video. If you guys are interested in that, like I've put so much effort into learning these new sales tax laws that have come out. There is so many sales tax laws that have come out in the past since that the whole change in June. And I've read probably 15 hours worth of stuff on those sales tax laws. So I also know a CPA at the moment, like personally. So I was going to have her on the channel as well. So, you know, that was going to be a live to do in the future. And I really do think that tax is like probably the biggest gray area in this business. And really there is so much missing. Like I thought with regular drop shipping information, there was a ton of misinformation, but with tax, it's all over the place. And I'm not saying I know 100% the truth on everything. And most CPAs, I don't even think would tell you that they do, that they know that much. But I at least go in, I look and I investigate every single thing and I try to figure everything out. And I think I know more than a lot of the average people out there. So I like to share my knowledge on that. Yes, of course, moniker tax jar, but Treasury Tuesdays, I like that. Tax jar is one step in the process, but I mean, actually implementing everything that they tell you and everything that you need to do from there, it does take a lot of work. So it does seem like a lot of people are interested. Yes, what bookkeeping software do you recommend? The whole industry standard is QuickBooks. So if you're not using QuickBooks, then you're wasting your CPA's time most likely, because everyone that I've talked to that's a CPA says that in whatever form they get anything in, they just change it to QuickBooks anyway. So if you're not using QuickBooks, then you're just wasting time. And time is money in the CPA world. The average CPA goes for, I think nowadays, like $200 to $500 an hour. So they're not cheap. Do surcharges work? Don't want to bother getting tax exempt in California and Florida. No, you should definitely bother getting tax exempt in California and Florida. First off, the surcharge is a flat fee. You could say like, all right, this is the flat fee of like, say $10. First off, you're adding extra shipping charges to those states. So that's the buyer is less likely to buy from you and from California or Florida. They're less likely to buy from you. You're not going to make as many sales to those states because of it. When if you were tax exempt, then you wouldn't have to worry about anything like that. You would just be charging sales tax, which goes on at the end. And most people don't back out when the sales tax is applied. Secondly, this, like I said, the surcharge is a flat fee. You'd say, all right, Florida gets charged a $5.99 shipping fee or something. What if the item is a $400 item? Florida has about a 7% tax rate. That's, I don't even know the math on that, but that's more than $6. I can tell you that right now. So you should 100% be getting tax exempt. So 100% be striving to try to make your business as efficient and the best as possible. Like using these cop-out methods, I mean, it works for a bit, but it's definitely not the end all to this. Do you have a template for QuickBooks and dropshipping? I mean, no, but I could possibly. So yes, tax info. So it seems like tax is a big thing. And I want to like preface this with the fact that I'm not a CPA. I'm a chemical engineer. I still wouldn't even give you advice on chemical engineering. I know I don't have confidence in that. I might have more confidence in tax info than I do on chemical engineering at the moment, and drop shipping. But that it is what it is. I've done enough research into this where I feel like obviously I can give back a bit, and we can see, you know, how it goes from there. So Is there any last questions here? I've been on for about an hour, and that seems to be my average live time, an hour and 3 minutes so far. So I'd like to answer any last questions. We got 57 people. So before I leave, please look down, see if you've hit that like button. And if not, I would very much appreciate it if you did. I mean, every like that this video gets, the more information out there for the community, and the more the community actually will see this video, because obviously likes, comments, and everything else play the biggest role in pushing videos out into the YouTube sphere. So I'd like a guidebook for becoming tax exempt in states like California and stuff. I can make something like that. Why not add a handling fee to mitigate loss or discourage returns to avoid 4% eBay fee? You can't even do a handling fee anymore. Are you talking about a restocking fee? Because you can't do that. That's not even an option on eBay anymore. Great video. Thanks for the info. Geez, I feel so confident to be listening to you after all your disclosures. Yeah, I'm definitely... I want chemical engineering advice right now. I literally don't even think I could riddle off anything very well. Like I talk about electroplating. I did that for a little bit, but not very much. Maybe have a foreigner also on how they work to get tax exempt in the US or people outside. So I already kind of basically know the process, and I've done my research. I do know one other foreigner. Yes, he's in Egypt, and I do want to have him on the channel. So I will have him on the channel. I did have an international on the channel last week, and she doesn't really mess with any of the tax exemptions. She does a lot of Chinese products onto eBay, onto Amazon, onto Etsy. So we're partnering up. We're doing something pretty cool for you guys. So stay tuned with that. I'm excited to get into drop shipping things from China because I've always kind of strayed away from it. I've never really been scared. I just really didn't want to deal with the extra efforts that I feel like a return or dealing with that shit really entails. But, you know, she does it from Israel. So if she can do it, I can do it, as long as she's teaching me too. Do your VAs list real time, or do they schedule listings? Yeah, they list real time. All right. Does repricing software update the quantities on your eBay account? Yeah. So if your quantity is 2 and somebody buys it, it'll go back to 2. Instead of or if your quantity is 1 and somebody buys it, it'll go back to 1 instead of just leaving it there and not relisting it. My dad is a chemical engineer. They paid so little for what they had to suffer through in school. I'm pretty sure chemical engineering is like the highest paid engineering degree, as long as you pick the right path. Like the oil fields, I know you make like 100 grand right off the start, but I didn't want to work there. Chemical advice: don't mix hard alcohol with beer. That's a false. You can do that. And wine, mix them all together. And can I decline a return if eBay gave me the option? So I know eBay does give you the option, but I think it might always give you the option. The only time I ever deny a return on eBay is if it's clearly over the 30-day policy. One thing that a lot of people don't realize about the 30-day return policy is that it's 30 days from when the item got delivered, not when the item got bought. It can't be 30 days from when the item got bought, because if it takes 7 days to deliver it there, that's only 23 days. So you need to make sure that you're looking at the day that the item got delivered to the person, check the tracking information. And then from there, if it's over 30 days on eBay all day, I will decline it on eBay. On Amazon, when returns are kind of a bigger deal, well, negative feedback's more of a big deal. If you get hit with negative feedback on Amazon, it's a lot more of a big deal than on eBay. On Amazon, I would probably still just, give them the return, just because of the fact that I want to make them as happy as possible. On Amazon, you really have to kiss their ass. Another thing a lot of people don't realize is that Walmart, I'm pretty positive, gives you 90-day returns, or 60-day at least. Most people don't realize that if you go on Walmart and scroll down to the bottom and look at returns policy, fairly positive, most things shipped and sold by Amazon are 60 days at least. So 30 days, you don't even have to do. You could do 60 days. Other than that, what else is there? How many VAs do I have? At the moment, I have 6. We'll see. I'm trying to hire 6. I have 7 actually. So we just hired someone to start doing Instagram posts. So we got an Instagram VA. Then we have another one that's actually doing some other stuff on Instagram. So I guess you can consider 8, but full-time working like the eBay and Amazon dropshipping business, it's 6. One's customer service. One works sourcing on Amazon, which is extremely easy, and you don't really have to do as much sourcing on Amazon. And then the other 4 work eBay, and we're gonna see what their roles are coming up soon. Do you use free returns as a business policy? Yes, I always do free returns, just because of the fact that, there's no reason not to. You're getting your return label for free. The only thing, and I think I've never really tested this, but if you're saying that the buyer has to pay for returns, then basically you're kind of forcing them to lie about the product. So if you say buyer has to pay for returns, then the majority of the time they're gonna be like, fuck that, I don't want to pay for the return, which I would do and other people would do. I don't want to pay for the return, so I'm gonna say it's broken. At that point, they don't have to pay for the return. You have to provide the label anyways. Then if they say it's broken, then that goes against your return metrics, which was changed in October 1st of 2018, which I'm not sure everybody still knows yet. And if you get high returns in a specific category, then you get hit with 4% extra fees in that category. So you want to mitigate returns as much as possible. I've been doing returns through the messaging system, just trying to mitigate them returning the item as much as humanly possible so that my fees all drop back down. I mean, when that first update came out, I mean, obviously I was already screwed from the get-go, but after 1 month, you know, everything went back down and then everything was good again, at least on one account. The majority of the other accounts were already pretty all set. Time for a beer. I actually try not to drink during the weekdays. Definitely on the weekends, but not during the weekdays. Did you know that eBay has an official YouTube channel? I actually did find that the other day. And not on Amazon though, right? I don't know what that's in charge of. We're not on Amazon though, right? I do free returns on Amazon as well. Amazon's all about kissing the customer's ass as much as possible. And I think that's where I'm going to leave off. So if you guys haven't liked this and you actually do like this content, please hit the like button. Please leave any comments in the actual comments box, and I'll try to answer them later on. And if you guys want updates, also, I forgot to say this during the entire thing. It says right here, message me here to get updated every time I go live sourcing. If you hit this bit.ly link, it will lead you to a messenger, and that messenger bot will send out an update every time that I go live doing Zik Analytics, solely Zik Analytics. It will only be for Zik Analytics lives related sourcing, which I plan on doing every other week. We've already had about 65 people sign up for the updates, and I hope that it played a role. I don't know if anybody actually came on here, if anybody actually came on this live because of the updates, or because of that live Facebook update that you got. But if so, leave a comment. Let me know if you've actually saw that or if you found it useful. I'm trying to make sure that everybody knows, because I feel like there's so many people out there and so many people out there in the sphere, but like not everybody gets to see these updates, or they don't know what's going on. And then they're like, oh, I missed it, yada, yada, yada. So I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for people to get as notified as like right in like on time. So one person says, so what do you mean handling returns through messaging? You don't have the customer open the return. Yeah, no, you literally don't. You send them the return label through the messaging system, and then you just keep track of it on the back end. Yeah, they literally don't open the return. You got a mail notification. Yeah, we send out an email, and then, you know, just the blast after that. So I hope that you guys actually enjoy that, or you find that useful. I'm not trying to spam you guys. And just, I feel like all the time I'm getting messages like, oh, I missed this live. I missed this live. Oh, I'm so sorry, I missed the live. It's like, well, now I'm giving you no excuse to miss the live. So you can actually come and see it and see my face live. And I mean, that's about it. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Rewatch it. There's a lot of content that went down here. And I hope you guys are ready for some treasury, whatever, tax Tuesday, whatever I'm going to teach you guys. It's probably going to be on Mondays, though, for financial advice. So I'll see you guys then. And I hope you guys have a good night. Peace.